I curse thee, death. I curse thee.
Morte, io ti maledico.
Curse thee.
Hai preso una vita piena di scopo, amore, desiderio, speranza, sogni, spiritualità, compassione, ingegno, per nessun'altra ragione apparente tranne il fatto che tu ne hai la volontà e il potere. Benedetto il Dio che subito la ha innalzata nella luce di vita eterna, per sempre lontana dalle tue grinfie, illuminata da questa luce spirituale. Lei rimarrà amata e onorata fino a quando potremo essere di nuovo uniti, avvolti nel calore divino del suo splendore.
This is the Wizard News. A proposal to pay $5 million to the family of a former Marine who suffered a heart attack and later died after paramedics left him on the floor of his West Side apartment is set for a final vote by the Chicago City Council. 2 paramedics responded to a 911 call at 1:45 p.m., February 20th, 2019, requesting a well-being check on Whitfield Marshall, 64, who lived in the 1600 block of West Madison Street. They found Marshall, a former Marine working as a car mechanic, face down on the floor, but failed to provide emergency medical care or take him to a nearby hospital, according to the lawsuit filed by his family. Those paramedics spent less than 15 seconds assessing Marshall's condition, a lawyer for the city told members of the Chicago City Council. The City Council's Finance Committee endorsed the measure, sending it to the full Chicago City Council meeting set for Wednesday, January 24th, 2024, for a final vote. Alderman Bill Conway, 34th Ward, was the only committee member who voted against the settlement, saying he did not think a jury would award Marshall's family $5 million. Those remarks brought an indirect rebuke from Alderman Daniel Spata, 1st Ward, who said he was distressed that the discussion did not reflect the level of grief that he felt about Marshall's death. The proposed settlement of $5 million is more than justified, Spata said. More than 4 hours after the 911 call, Marshall's grandson arrived at the apartment to find his grandfather alive but seriously ill. Finally, in an ambulance and on his way to the hospital, Marshall suffered a heart attack and died 3 days later. Neither paramedic named in the lawsuit remains a member of the Chicago Fire Department. The Finance Committee also endorsed a recommendation from city lawyers to pay $2 million to a woman seriously injured when a light pole fell and struck her as she walked along LaSalle Street near the Thompson Center in November 2019. The woman suffered injuries that left her face and leg scarred. Source: WZRD News, January 22nd, 2024.